Who's ready for a Mike McCarthy extension? The Cowboys won a game, so Jerry's talking goofy immediately. Who's ready for a winning streak? We got a lot of things to do today. It's a Tote That Thang Tuesday on the Cowboys DLLS Podcast, which starts... meow. All right. Happy Thanksgiving week. Cowboys about to start a winning streak.
Ooh, baby.
We're
going
cooking.
streaking.
We're cooking. Clarence, are you raw dogging underneath that hoodie?
He's dancing. What's he got?
Hey!
Oh!
Public shaming work? Come on, don't play.
It's
Don't
cold
play.
outside.
Don't play. You
It's
know, I
cold outside.
ain't no raw
Baby,
dog.
it's cold
Ain't no raw
outside.
dog. I got a
Really
t-shirt
can't
Make me
and
some-
I got an A shirt.
Make me some tea.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the party, okay? We got a lot of things to get to. We don't got no time to fart around today, all right? It's serious business. Make sure that you hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed to the page. We're trying to get to 11,000 subscribers. We're trying to do that by Thanksgiving. And it can't happen unless you guys tell your friends and enemies, family members, aunts and uncles. If you have a grandmother who's passed away, log into her account, hit the subscribe button.
Bro.
My name is Jeff. Next to me is former Cowboys wide receiver Jesse Holley.
Oh, Jesse Holley went 77 yards. It must be a reality show.
Uh-oh.
What is Whitney Houston's favorite coordination?
Coordination?
Coordination.
Don't disrespect Whitney, please.
He ain't gonna
Don't disrespect Whitney, please.
I don't know. Hand-eye coordination.
Hand-eye coordination.
That's good. That was
Yeah,
good.
I
I
Thank
was
you.
singing it. That's now I get it. Okay.
That was good.
Hand-eye.
Uh,
Hand-eye. You didn't get it? It'll register later. Pop it up. It's all good.
next to Jesse is the greatest beat writer in the history of the Cowboys, as I believe Abby
You want to win,
joining
put
into
pop
the
pop.
song. It's Clarence Hill.
You want to win, put pop pop. Unc. I won't be that drunk uncle on Thanksgiving. I just want to let you know I'm not
You
going
will
to be that drunk
absolutely be
uncle
the
on
drunk
Thanksgiving.
uncle on
I will have some bourbon. Won't be that drunk uncle on Thanksgiving. Speaking of drunk uncles, and we're going to get into this on this show, but remember this: just because Jerry Jones said it, don't make it so.
Oh, you called that man a liar?
No, he called himself. That's his quote.
You calling
That's
that
a
man a liar?
famous Jerry quote.
Calling
Just
him a
because I said it, don't make it so.
Calling him a liar. It's messed up. You're going to end up in a desert somewhere. Next to Clarence is the man who will be the greatest beat writer in the history of the Cowboys when Jerry has Clarence knocked off for calling him a liar. It's
He's
Joe
ma-
Hoyt.
Tell him something, Joe.
I'm putting my over under at like 1 hour after the game before you're drunkle.
Yeah, you're drunk.
Before drunkle.
You're kind of a drunk guy.
Drunkle.
Drunkle.
You're kind of
Drunk.
you're kind of a lush.
Well, see,
You put the unk in drunk
the truth is that we're doing Thanksgiving in Houston with my family, so I'll be
after the
driving
game in Dallas.
I'm driving to Houston Friday morning to do
Oh.
Thanksgiving with my family in Houston, so it won't be Friday.
won't-
It won't be Thursday night.
But it will be Friday. But it will be Friday.
Well, Saturday doing the Texas A&M game because we're gonna whoop.
He's got that. I got the maroon on today. so-
Texas is going to whoop them. I just want you guys to know that.
Yeah.
Over there, who you'll see the second segment is Aisha Morrison, but she's over there. And over there, where you don't ever see or very rarely see her, is Katya, who makes sure that we don't F this all up.
The boss.
She's waving, but you don't. but
we
you
need to
don't
get you a
know
drop. We don't need to get her a drop.
that. Men,
Yes.
Man,
serious business to discuss while we have the men here. We have serious business to discuss. Hey, keep it down in there. Men are talking.
Kitchen's up.
trying to get us in.
Okay, you Harrison
Trying to
Butker.
get us in trouble.
I
Y'all
brought green
trying
beans.
to
I cooked today.
get us in trouble.
We do have a kitchen here. in our studio. I'm just saying.
Sir.
No, for the food that we brought. For
Hand-eye coordination.
Football.
That
was good.
Jerry Jones talked. I want to know if y'all can hear Abby when she's singing out there. Who do you want as the next head coach? Jerry Jones talked today, guys. He talked about stuff. And the one that is grabbing everyone's attention is like, Jerry's so easy. Like you can pick the headline you want to make and just ask him a question, and then he'll give you the answer you know he's going to give you, and then you get your headline. So Jerry got asked on 105.3 this morning on his radio show, like, is it impossible that Mike McCarthy gets an extension? And please hold. I'll tell you what he said.
There we go.
I don't think that's crazy at all. This is a Super Bowl winning coach. Mike McCarthy's been there and done that. He has great ideas. We got a lot of football left. I suck at my job. He didn't say that part, but the rest of that is the direct quote that I don't think that's crazy at all. And I floated the idea, and I don't believe it. I just don't have a confidence level in who the hell the next guy's going to be. And so I could see it just being like, hell, we'll just stick with Mike. And I actually think Mike's a good football coach. I know most of you don't, so I apologize for saying that. So, Clarence, it sounds like Mike McCarthy's going to get an extension, and that'll be another 5 years.
That's what's so crazy.
It better be crazy. It better be crazy.
And funny. And ironical. And
ironical's not a word.
Everything you want to put. It's
drunk already? Drunkles here?
12-5, 12-5, and 12-5 don't get you an extension.
Correct.
Right?
Well, we had to do better in the playoffs.
We had to do better in the playoffs.
Yes.
But
Galaxy brain.
4-7, possibly out of the playoffs, gets you an opportunity to come back. Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
It's a Galaxy brain move.
It doesn't make sense. And the bottom line is, Jerry has told us throughout the season he's not going to do anything during the season. He told us before the season, certainly I didn't give him an extension because I want to put pressure on him to win. And obviously winning is to get to the Super Bowl. We've been around the rim. We've been hanging around the rim. Now we're not even going to get to the rim and we're going to give him an extension. Again, as I said before, Jerry Jones' famous quote, just because I said it doesn't make it so. Just because he said it don't make it so. But he's not going to come out here after this great win against Washington where he's talking about building momentum and not tanking, because I don't believe in tanking. Winning is important to these players, important to these coaches. And this thing ain't over. Jerry is brought up miraculous finish and possibly making the playoffs. Why would he even say that?
I told you we didn't need to win a game. Got Jerry wound up.
That's where
I told you we didn't need to win a game.
That's where we are here.
I mean, we might win 4 in a row, and then we're going to, geez.
This thing ain't over, he said.
So let me play devil's advocate here.
Come on.
I love the Lord, but I'm going to play a little
I
devil's
love
advocate.
the Lord. He heard my cry.
When we get to this, I heard Adam Schefter say a couple weeks ago that there may be a potential of 7 to 8 head coaching jobs coming available this offseason.
Okay.
When you start scouring through all of that, if we're not talking about hiring a retread, a Bill Belichick, a John Gruden,
Mike
Vrabel, or Rex Ryan,
Pete Carroll's being talked about again.
Pete Carroll,
Dave Campo.
No, stop it. I'm going to hit you with this phone.
I'm trying to make
You better hit him with that phone.
Hit you with this phone.
Better hit him with that phone.
You cannot do that, bro. You cannot. I cannot be. That,
Say
you said
grandmas
before the show,
earlier
you looked me in my face and I asked you, where are you going to be today? And you told me that you were better than you were yesterday.
No.
You shoot out there
And
with
say,
Dave Campo.
Really?
I like Dave.
No, I like Dave too as a person.
Okay.
It's one of the best Rolex collections you'll ever see.
Yeah.
But
So-
when you start looking at head coaches that would be available,
I'm sorry. I remember Dave dancing in the cage in Wichita Falls.
Yeah.
I mean,
Put your hand up.
I'm just saying.
Hand up accountability.
I remember Dave
Hand
dancing.
up.
Do you remember? I remember Dave dancing in the cage in Wichita Falls. That was his coaching tenure. And you brought up Dave
Aisha, you
Campo.
were right. Yesterday was so much better when he wasn't here. You were absolutely right. Things were so much better.
You don't enjoy
when
this?
he wasn't here.
You
I'm
weren't
enjoying
there.
this.
You didn't see him dancing in the cage.
In the what?
In
In
a
the
cage.
Cage?
The coaching staff went to the club after in training camp. Dave Campbell's staff, they were dancing in the cage. Yes.
The Cowboys used to be a team. They used to be America's team.
I got an idea.
I'm telling you, before the wetsuit,
I got an idea.
the cage. He brought up Dave Campbell.
I got an idea.
He brought up Dave Campbell.
Katya, do you have the ability over there to each mic change the levels? Can we get Clarence's at 0? All right, Jesse, what were you saying? We can take him out.
Do you want me to come in really quick and then?
Go ahead.
Okay.
But you were.
I believe it was.
I'm gonna get back there.
I believe it was you on this show yesterday, Jesse, who said, you love a good story, right?
Mhm.
How good of a story would it be to go 4 in a row with a backup quarterback? And that just gets everyone really excited. And I think that gets everyone believing that, there's fight, that there's just energy, that you can get behind Mike McCarthy, because that's a really good story. And I think that could be enough, everyone.
You've been drinking the eggnog already?
Is he still turned off? Did you turn him back
He's
on?
been drinking already?
I wanted to set it up because playing a little devil's advocate
So
too.
here's the thing. So when you start talking about all these jobs being available and who will pay what for coaches, who will go where, who will look at, we talked about the Ben Johnson and the Bobby Slopes and all that, and all those things are possible, right? But if Ben Johnson decides there's not a situation available for me for the right price, then he'll just come back and work for the Lions again, right?
Yeah, have the best offense in the NFL once again.
Get a huge raise.
Get a huge raise and stay put until the opportunity presents itself to be a head coach. When Jerry is looking for a head coach, does he just go and pick anyone? He doesn't. I don't believe that he wants someone who does not have head coaching experience. And honestly, to be honest with you, there has to be a very unique, strong-minded, strong-willed person to take the head coaching job of the Dallas Cowboys.
But not too strong-willed, otherwise you get in Jerry's way.
But you have to. But also you have to. There is a lot that goes along with this. You will never. No other team will be covered as closely. No other team will be criticized more. You're going to be in the A block of everybody's story.
100%.
So
That's why Jerry said this today, by the way.
Yeah.
Correct.
To get in the A block of everyone.
And so when you start looking at it, Mike McCarthy coming back, while I don't think he's going to come back.
No, I don't. For the record, I don't think so either. That was more me playing.
But I don't think it's
churlish.
out of the realm of possibilities.
No.
If you start looking at the coaching candidates, and we can say, oh yeah, who we want, and who Jerry will pick. At times, like you said, what he says always ain't so. Yeah. Just because we want Ben Johnson, just because we want a Bobby Slowick, just because we want a new and innovative and young and fresh and hip and advanced coach, that does not mean that Jerry wants it or that they want Jerry.
Yeah. I talked about that on the All-City NFL show yesterday. There's a big difference between who the Cowboys fans want and who Jerry probably wants as well.
Jerry loves being able to say that his head coach has won a Super Bowl.
100%.
He loves it.
The problem here, and it's been the problem since the beginning, it's been part of the problem coming into the season. This fan base is disillusioned. They're frustrated. It was hard selling bringing McCarthy back this year.
100%.
On this fan base. How can you sell bringing McCarthy back next year to this fan base? Now, they re-up season tickets this year, but will they re-up season tickets next year?
Kern's still muted? Okay.
I mean, will they re-up next year? I mean, you can't sell this to the fan base going into next year.
I could.
Well, you can sell anything.
A good story.
You can go on a good rant.
If Jerry just owns it. All it takes is Jerry being honest. And being like,
he set him up to
we reset our salary cap stuff. You guys saw how our offseason went. I wasn't going to talk about it going into the year because we wanted to try our best to win, but I didn't set us up to win last year. I didn't give the coach anything. Well, he's won a Super Bowl, and now we're ready to rock.
Never going to do that. And you're talking about a fan base that's already on this fire, the GM campaign, and whatever else. They're not buying anything Jerry's selling.
No, but if Jerry brings back Mike and then actually goes all in. Like, again, we're all speaking hypotheticals, right? But he starts off hot in the offseason.
Two different things.
He signs real free agents.
He signs real free agents after the draft. I think you sell that. I think that is a sellable product and I do think people will buy that. I think if you go out there and you sign 2 or 3 real free agents.
Not-
Have a good draft class. Have your quarterback come back healthy. That is something that you can sell the fan base.
It's possible.
It's possible.
It's possible. Yeah, Kelly.
Oh yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
Every year.
Yeah.
Every year.
And
Every year.
and people won't leave because Clarence won't let them. He keeps yelling at him. You got it's your team. You got
The standard.
You're supposed to root for your team. I'm sorry.
or leave them. If they
I'll
keep
leave your team.
they keep roughing you up. Don't you know? You got to get up out of there. Coming up next, there's a second segment. Let me remember what it was. What's going on with this defense? It's getting better. What's changing? And does that give you some actual hope as a Cowboy fan? We'll get into some of that stuff next on the Cowboys DLLS podcast.
Y'all see these shades right here?
I see 'em.
Boy, these is pretty
I see
sweet
'em.
right here. These are sweet. These are actually the signature series, the SS-4G polarized. If you want a pair of these bad boys like I got on right now, you can go over to shadyrays.com and get you a pair. And not only can you get you a pair, Jeffrey, you can get 35% off a pair like this.
You look like you should be playing a piano with them on.
There you go again. There you go again.
Stevie!
Use the promo code DLLS. Why are you? You know what? I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna punch you before we get to Thanksgiving. I'm
Pinch
gonna
him.
punch you
Pinch him.
really hard before we get to Thanksgiving. DLLS is the promo code. Head on over there. Get you a pair. Get a pair for someone else. It's the great gift that you can give a friend or family member this holiday season. ShadyRays.com, promo code DLLS, 35% off some sweet shades like these.
It'll be great. It'll cover up the black eyes that I have from Jesse hitting me.
He got hair like Stevie too right now.
All right. And Clarence is just going to jump in the middle of the spot, talk crap. Let's talk about our friends at Sleeper as well. It is the best fantasy league platform out there and also a place where it is tons of fun to make picks. I did that last night. Every standalone NFL game, I'm getting up in there. But yeah, all you want to do is you pick your favorite, your least favorite players, or just the guys that you think, oh, he's going to do better than they think. And you look at their projected stats for a game and you say if they're going to have more or less than those numbers. The more picks you combine, the more you can win, up to 100 times your money. Sleeper keeps you in the loop with instant alerts for breaking news and major injuries. Stay ahead of the game. Keep track of league updates in real time so you're always informed and ready to outsmart your friends. If you think you got what it takes, download the Sleeper app. Use the code DLLS Boys. And for a limited time, new users can get their first deposit matched 100% up to $1,500, the largest deposit match ever. Operational over 25 states. Go get Sleeper. Nailed it. Okay.
Super chat.
got
Stone Cold G, I would like
Hello.
for us to tote our home field disadvantage. Every win now is like giving medicine to a corpse. Tank that thing. Fire the GM. Draft season.
I don't agree. I think you have to try your best and get as many wins as you can. You got to stack them up.
I'm
club
glad.
sandwich.
I'm glad he brought up home field disadvantage because we talked about fans not quitting. Cowboy fans showed up at Northwest Stadium, used to be FedEx Field, in Washington in droves. And at the end of that game, number blew. You know how is it AT&T Stadium sometimes when the Cowboys getting blown out and the other team was taking over, like Texas was taking over? Cowboy fans took over that thing.
Jesse has had it. I see them doing this.
What? I'm just saying.
is
They're not quitting on their team up in Washington. Sticking by their team, stick and stay. What's the other song? What's that? Stand by your man. Stand by your team.
How you doing, Jesse?
Get into the segment.
All right.
Jesus.
The Cowboys defense has been coming along
They have.
last few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And the key to this segment is going to be getting to the bottom of what exactly is happening. What is the things? Because, we are not far removed from watching games and just being like, they can't do literally anything well. And now, whether it's for a quarter or two or whether it's for the majority of a game, they can kind of make life tough on people a little bit, which is very sad for me. But the question, but the question on the table is what's happening, and does it give you any sort of hope, whether it's moving forward for now or for forever and ever? Amen.
Why? What's happening?
Yeah.
I think numerous things are happening. Obviously, you're getting guys back, getting Micah back. Quite literally, he had like 3 people on him a couple times last game. So that opens up rushing lanes for other gentlemen as well. But I do think overall the defense is just starting to get what Zimmer's asking for of them. I will personally say, even myself, I think I underestimated how much of a system change this was. I mean, they're doing specifically your safeties. They're doing different things than what they were being asked to do before. They're finding some favorable matchups in shifts, stunts, like at the line of scrimmage, just trying to create uneven fronts to make these offenses have to account for them. And also, you got DeMarvion Overshown, who's becoming one of the best pass rushing linebackers in the NFL. He's a threat. You got Micah Parsons. He's a threat. I think that defenses are trying to account for these guys, and that's opening up things for the other gentlemen around them. Pressure, secondary plays better, all those good things.
It is. It's like obviously Micah Parsons is like at the top.
Tippity top.
Like you go from having Micah to not having Micah to having Micah.
Osa's playing better too.
And that can change things. Yeah, I thought Osa had a great game.
Yes.
And Mozzie. Don't forget Mozzie.
I think the Mozzie thing is so weird because I think Mozzie was useful in that game. I think he was okay at worst. And but I don't know what to do with that, because like, okay, so are we going to have two more where he's terrible, or are we actually trending in a direction where that guy, because what's going to be hard is you're going to get yourself in the spot where you're going to be counting on him next year. Like they shouldn't have been counting on him this year, because all the evidence they had was he cannot help you win a football game. But now they'll look back at this year and you might look at 5 of the 17 games and be like, okay, well now here we come.
But we're talking about what's been better the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mozzie's part of
he
that.
was bad early.
Yeah.
He's been better. It wasn't just he's shown flat. I mean, he showed a pulse. He's shown a pulse. The last couple of weeks, and you got to give that credit. And it's more than just yes, inconsistent early, bad early, but he is part of this redemption or whatever this defense is doing. They've been pretty good. I mean, you got Mozzie. We talked about Micah. Micah's just been a difference maker, but Micah was part of the bad stuff early. It is them taking hold to what Zimmer's doing. It's also Zimmer changing some of the things he was doing early and making adjustments. And I think it's real. I mean, I think what we've seen the last couple of weeks, I mean, I thought defense played okay against Houston. I certainly thought they played very well for 3.5 quarters against Washington outside of that last 80 drive and that crazy 86-yard play. But they've been pretty good, and you have to give them credit.
What you got, Jesse?
Like when I think about the defense, and I don't want to.
Sorry, Jeff.
I mean, I guess I have to be the hater of the group. Now I wear that crown at times very, very, very well and happily.
It fits.
There's spots, and I can't live on spot defense.
You think so?
I can't live on you being good for a quarter and then you being not so good for 2 quarters.
But is it because of the lack of complimentary football? I mean, also, too, they are spending – last week they didn't because the Cowboys were able to – last week, Sunday, they were able to find some things in the run game to kind of maintain drives. Not super pretty all the time, but I think they found some balance within the offense to keep this offense on the field a little bit longer, and that helped out your defense. So you go back and look at some of these games, the defense is on the field. I mean, your team has not – they scored in the third quarter for the first time this week. That would insinuate to me there's a lot of 3-and-outs, and your defense is on the field a long time. Do you think that has anything to do with it, Jesse?
Yeah, I mean, you always want to have control of time of possession, but you're still defensively, you're still giving up 27, 28, 34 points.
Yeah,
like the point, you're still giving up these points. Like that part is what I mean by you have moments in those games where, yes, they step up and they have spectacular plays, or they have a good series, or they have a good drive. But when we're talking about the overall defense, I can't hang my hat on the inconsistencies. I can't believe that this is going to be what it is because it has been so lopsided and so up and down this year. So one game, like even having the Mozzie reference is a microcosm of what this defense is. He'll show up for a play, and then he'll disappear for 2 series. And then they'll show up for a series, and then they'll disappear for a whole quarter. And so that to me, when you're talking about the overall look of the defense, it still has a lot of holes and a lot of inconsistencies that if we're talking about just the rest of this season, I personally, I wouldn't feel comfortable enough to sit there and go, well, I can count on that defense.
No,
I can go out
I don't
there.
think anyone's saying that.
No one's calling them doomsday. 3, 4, 5.
No, I'm not saying that either.
Okay.
I'm not even calling them
No, we're
a
talking
piece
about
of that.
We're not, and we're not saying they're great. They still have issues. They still have guys out. But we're talking about there has been an uptick. They have been better, and that's all we're talking about. Is has this defense played better than it did earlier in the season when they were getting boat raced, or have they shown steps in Zimmer's system? And you have to say yes. And it wasn't one quarter off. They played really good for 3.5 quarters yesterday. I mean, against Sunday. Against a team and against a quarterback everybody thought was the MVP candidate early in the season. They played really good for 3.5 quarters. You know, in the previous game, they had 5 turnovers. They really didn't have a chance. I thought they were good and certainly good against the after early on. They gave up the big run against in the Houston game, but they were pretty solid against the run for the last couple of weeks. After, obviously you can't discount the big run early, but you got to give them credit. They have taken a step. They still have steps to go. They still, it's like this whole team, they're still wallowing in adversity. They have a long way to go, but this is better than where they were.
Let me ask you this, to go off of or maybe in between what everybody's saying. Does the steps you've seen make you think that over the next week, 2, 3, 4, that who they have been becoming or showing that they can be for stretches, is it more likely that that's who they're going to become, that it'll keep getting better? Or would you be surprised at all if they go out and...
I think it has a lot to do with who they're playing. Let's be honest about it.
Because I wonder if they caught up. I wonder if people are catching up to Cliff and they just had a good beat on it.
But you got
They
Hooker,
definitely
because
had a
Hooker
good
and Wilson played well, and they haven't played well pretty much all year. Kendricks was awesome, and he has not been awesome this year. And I wonder if that was like, okay, you had that team, you had them dialed.
Listen, you only play who's on your schedule. And, when they got boat raced by a good team, don't want to give them credit for. Well, Ravens are pretty good. Those teams are pretty good. So yes, can you count on it against the Giants with Danny DeVito at quarterback? Can you count on it against the
Danny DeVito?
Danny DeVito's nephew.
I need Drew Lock to play.
Drew Lock's not playing.
Because I think against Tommy DeVito,
It's Tommy.
I would still only be, but it would only be mildly surprised if the Giants scored 28 on you. I would only be mildly surprised.
Yeah.
I still think that it's absolutely possible that it's like, holy crap, the Giants just ran it down your throat. And somehow Tommy DeVito threw for 3 touchdowns, and I'd be like, I can see it, but I don't
Giants
think
can't really
so.
run to take advantage of the Cowboys' run defense.
You don't have to be able to run but that's most of the season.
Yes, I'm saying
Right.
what they've done. I think that they've shown improvement against the run. Getting Micah back again. He's on a tear. I talked to him last week about getting double-digit sacks. And Mike, I think your double-digit sack streak might end. He said, "Give me time." And certainly he was very pleased about his 2 sacks after the game.
If we could get some selfish play to Micah, that could be helpful.
Selfish within the system, though.
Get him
He
chasing
did not.
sacks.
He should have got C.J. Stroud a couple of times. He was running them around. I think he can get to that. I mean, these 2 quarterbacks the past 2 weeks, they're mobile guys. You have to chase them all over the field. They won't be the case against the Giants. He gonna eat against the Giants.
In fairness, Washington's offensive line, they had a couple of guys go down during the game. I know I said TJ Bass. Tyler Biotish had an injury. Their left tackle had an injury as well. But that is one of the better offensive lines in the NFC in general.
Yeah.
And you wore their asses out.
Again, the Cowboys.
And so I just want to say, I understand what y'all are saying about the teams you're playing and all those things, but some of these matchups head on are good against good, and guys are winning. And I think that we do have to acknowledge that side of things too. So that's all I got.
And I'm glad you brought that up because what I'm saying, you talk about Washington losing their offensive lineman. Well, the Cowboys went into the game
With
without
two backup offensive linemen.
with 2 backup offensive linemen, and those guys played well and they held their own.
But see, I look at, and I'll say this quickly. You don't even need a defensive coordinator for Micah to be good.
What?
Right? Like, you just put Micah out there.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to be, you put Micah out there and you can call plays and say, hey, 11, go get the guy with the football And 9 times out of 10, he's going to be good at doing it. I'm looking at what can we hang our hat on.
So can we say that about the previous coaching staff as well?
Sure.
Go win.
I'm talking about Micah. I'm talking about
Micah was great.
Like Micah will be great in any defense. It's the other pieces that go around him are the ones that I'm saying, can we count on those guys consistently going forward?
Yeah,
Can you hit Daniel Escobar right quick?
that's good.
Daniel gave us how much money? He gave us
Give us
$10.
$10, yeah.
$10, Daniel. Appreciate it. Quit being a hater, Jesse. Leave Chill alone, bro. Thank you.
Fair.
No, thanks. That was good.
Joseph, did you all see growth from the recent draft picks against Washington? I'd rather have less holes to fill than a higher draft pick.
Yep.
Not
Schoonmaker.
I
Schoonmaker.
mean,
Schoonmaker is crazy.
yeah, they forgot to cover him. That was great.
He caught the ball. He caught the
I
damn
mean, at least
ball.
Nealon's back, and we'll get to see him the rest of the way.
Yeah.
And he hadn't been like he's not off to a bad start. Have you guys noticed Dono hasn't been in passing situations? I appreciate Zim understanding the problem and fixing it. That is nice. Don't let him cover nobody.
Yeah, he's substituting Wanye out there for
And
situations.
Wolf King, maybe the team is playing to get a certain player in the draft. No, they're not. No, they're not. Micah got mad. He said, don't y'all talk about tanking. So I'm not going to talk about tanking because I don't want Micah to be motivated. I need him to chill out a little bit. I need him to calm
You
down.
need help.
Coming up next is a Tote That Thang Tuesday. What do you want them to carry forward from this week in the win into Thursday against the New York Giants? And we'll get to that next on the Cowboys DLLS Podcast.
Sorry.
Is it game time or is it what do we have here?
Rugged Road.
Rugged Road. That's
Yeah,
right.
Rugged
We have Rugged
Road.
Road. Oh, the holiday season, Thanksgiving. No, we're good. Thanksgiving is a couple days away. Families coming in, friends are coming in. You're going to have all these folks in your house. The refrigerator will be packed. You'll have pies and cakes and all the other stuff and ham and turkey. You're going to need somewhere to put some of that extra stuff.
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah,
get
yeah.
yourself one of them good Rugged Road coolers.
Yeah.
You can put all the Fireball, all the sodas, all the drinks, everything in those coolers. Keep it cold. I like devil eggs. Put some devil eggs in there. You can tote that cooler to each and every one of your in-laws. You can have it set and ready to go for your family. Go to Rugged Road Outdoors right now and get you one for the holidays.
Look at it. It's such a good looking
It's a good looking cooler, man. 10% off using our promo code DLLS. And if it's not for Thanksgiving, hey, New Year's is around the corner, Christmas is around the corner.
Buy it for me.
It's the gift that keeps on giving. Rugged Road Outdoors, DLLS is the promo code. 10% off is what you get. Let's do it.
You could also give the gift of live sporting. You could give the gift of concert. You could give the gift of I'm going to a comedy show tonight.
Oh,
I did not need game time for tickets to this one.
will you be a heckler?
Pretty small thing.
Will you be a heckler?
It's $5 ticket.
Oh.
I will not be heckling. No, I had a waiter at a place where I was eating, and he was like, "Yeah, I do comedy," and I was like, "I don't
love
think
that.
you're funny, but I'm curious."
I love that.
So I'm going on
I love
there.
that. I
But
love that.
It
check
might
out our
mean a
guys at
lot to
Game
him.
Time. Get the Game Time app. Use the promo code DLLS. And whatever event you do want to go to, that first purchase that you make, you can get $20 off. All you need is the promo code DLLS with that first purchase with our friends at Game Time. So if you want to go to a football game, basketball game, whatever it is, you want to go to a concert, they got you squared away. You just go to the Game Time app. You find the seat that you want. They got a low price guarantee, and you can get that $20 off if you use the promo code DLLS. So download the Game Time app today. What time is it?
Game time!
Hey,
Oh,
you got the football? Did you bring a
got it.
football?
I
You got a
got
football?
Yeah. I came
It's a
prepared.
Tote That Thang Tuesday.
Tote
that thing.
It's a Tote That Thang Tuesday. Can you find something?
tank that thing.
It's a Tank That Thang Tuesday. Can you find something from that game that you'd like to see carried forward by the Dallas Cowboys as they take on the New York Football Giants in a big divisional rivalry? Huge game on Thanksgiving.
This is the truest Tote That Thing we've had in a while.
What would you like to
Almost 2
see?
months. Like a real positive Tote That Thing.
October 6th.
Yeah.
Wow.
Continue forward. Well, some of us think it was positive.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Some of
Only
us
You
are-
can't help it.
Some
had
of
an
us are,
identity
some of
crisis.
us are in a tough place right now.
That's
I just hope my Giants can get it together.
you could
My
hear. You could hear like
My
in your tone
Giants.
coming back
My
from break.
Giants.
Like
I don't think I like it. Excuse me, Mr. Joe Hoyt, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Could you please
Tote that thing!
Go,
So
Joe.
I pitched Tank That Thing
Yep.
last week,
Mhm.
and
You failed.
I failed.
Jerk.
Honestly, a lot of times I predict things, it does not come true. I don't know if that's something about me or whatever. I don't know. But one thing I'm going to tote, not tank, I'm going to tote, is the infusion of guys who care, who have their football lives on the line.
Now, who are you
Guys-
taking shots at here?
I'm taking shots at her, but no. I'm more, it's a positive thing.
Okay.
I'm talking about Josh Butler, a guy who waited 5 years to even have a chance, who got denied by the fan-controlled football league, got denied by leagues in Germany and Mexico before one team finally called him back. He got a shot, and what did he do? He played hard because he had his football life on the line, and it worked out well for him. I'm talking about guys like TJ Bass who are trying to prove, hey, I'm not only your depth piece, I could be someone else's starting guard. I'm talking about Brock Hoffman, who comes in with anger, comes in with furious intentions, and guess what?
Oh, not the punter, but you bit.
No, he did not come in the game with Brian Anger. He came in with anger.
Oh, yeah,
in
yeah,
him.
with anger in his heart.
Yeah.
He wasn't throwing passes.
That would be kick ass if Hoffman ran out there with Brian Anger, and he was like, I just want to bring anger with me.
I think when you have a 5-game losing streak, you have a lot of guys that are down and out and kind of like, oh, man, maybe next season actually does sound better at this point. But when you have guys that don't have a future necessarily, Wanye Thomas talked about this with the Dallas Cowboys.com. I'm fighting for my football life out here. And I think that has a momentum kind of influence and an infusion amongst the rest of the team. And I think that's a good reason why they actually showed fight against the Washington Commanders. Bring that Thursday for a place you have not won at home.
Oh my God.
Well, they don't have to bring it Thursday.
Yes, they do.
We can just say it was good that they had it.
No, yeah. But we're toting it.
Oh, yeah, we are toting.
We are toting. So that's what I want them to tote.
Okay.
That was a good one, Joe.
That was a good one, Joe.
One.
Some of this, give you some of that.
Holy
Yeah,
empathy.
that was a good one. That was a good one.
Yes. Okay.
Jesse Holly.
Hands.
Tote that thing.
So the Cowboys left MetLife Stadium Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
They jumped on a bird at Newark International Airport,
Mm-hmm.
my good home state of New
You're
Jersey.
making up words.
No, Newark International Airport.
Okay.
That's a real thing.
Okay. I believe you.
EWR. Why do you want to? Why do you want to do this anyway? And
No
through
tobacco me is a
I was
problem.
about to say you are
Through-
feisty.
I am a problem.
through that, there were the Michaels. Michael John McCarthy from Pittsburgh.
That's right.
Is that his middle name?
Yeah.
Bye.
I'm correct. Now challenge me on this one.
Why are you checking him
No
on that?
idea.
And then Michael Zimmer from Illinois.
No middle name?
Damn, just John, not Jonathan.
Just John.
John.
No middle name?
No, I didn't see one for him.
Who's it? Zimmer.
Jim. But they went through the private airport, the private section of the airport, and they got on a plane.
Mhm.
Maybe they checked the bag, maybe they did.
Mhm.
But what I want the Michaels to tote from last week to this week are their game plans.
Talk about it.
Yeah.
I want Michael from Pittsburgh to say, hey, we're going to be balanced. We're actually going to allow Rico to run the ball
That's nice.
a lot.
Yeah, that's nice.
Hey, we're not going to set our young offensive linemen up and our rookies up and our depleted offensive line by doing 5 and 7-step drops and trying to throw the ball deep down the field. No, we getting this thing out in 2.4 seconds.
Yep.
We getting this thing out right now. And I don't give a damn if CD has 11 targets and they're no further than 8 yards apiece. You get the ball out of his hands quickly, he cannot make a mistake. He cannot be sacked. You stay ahead of the chains. You give yourselves an opportunity to win the game. You give yourself, because anytime you're not making a mistake offensively with Cooper Rush, you're giving yourself a chance.
Right.
But when you drop him back and he has to have the ball for all that time and he's trying to sift through things, take all that away. Get the ball out right now. I don't care if it's a CD or to Tolbert or to Mingo or to Brooks, whoever it is, it's a Schoonmaker. Get it out of his hands. Get the ball down the field. Get the ball out in front of him right now. Michael from Illinois. Continue to keep the pressure up. Bring the blitzes from all over. Rush different angles. Move Micah Parsons around. I don't care if he's at end, at the tackle. Set the matchups up. Allow this defense to play with their hair on fire. Don't give Tommy DeVito an opportunity to find Malik Neighbors all over the field. Don't give the running back Tracy running lanes to run into. Commit the guys to the line of scrimmage. Hopefully you get Trayvon Diggs back if he decides he wants to actually play this week
That'd be fine.
and not kind of, and have Deron Bland off a pitch count and keep having those other guys that you were talking about that are fighting for their football lives out there on the football field. So I want the 2 game plans that the Michaels had last week. And I say this, and I know it's going to kick me in the nuts Because every time I say that, I'm like, every time they have a bag, I say, tote that bag to the next game.
Yeah.
And they leave the Louis in the go yard at the house or at TSA, and they tote a trash bag.
Just have a bag of frozen peas ready to put on your nuts. Chill out.
There's
she's
100% TSA in the charters. You got to check those bags through somewhere. Then you ain't just getting them. Now say something. Now, because you looking over there like you about to say something.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Today.
Tote those bags from one game to the next.
Okay.
That's what I want.
That was good.
Tote those game plans.
That was good.
Michael Eugene Zimmer?
I'm seeing no middle name.
No middle name. He's an old school. Those old school guys sometimes don't come with the middle name.
Yeah, they don't do that.
I bet his name isn't even Michael. They're just like, oh, Mike. Middle name?
Might be.
He's Mike.
They get straight to the point. Oh.
Aisha.
Tote that thing!
All right, I'm going to kind of piggyback off of what Jesse was talking about with the game plans. I do believe that Dallas did see something within Washington's zone, and they attacked that all day, throwing behind the linebackers, just finding soft spots in that zone. I thought that the usage, what I want to tote is the usage of play action.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that they used play action in a very timely way this game, and I think that the reason why it was actually working was because people are starting to be like, you know what, hey, Rico dude, he's not that bad, and so I do think if you look at Washington's defense, there was just times where they were just getting caught looking in the backfield, and Cooper Rush is just making passes behind them. So that's something that I want to tote into next week is the timely usage of play action within this offense, and hopefully that's something they can do.
That would be nice. That would be nice if Mike McCarthy would do that. The easy buttons on offense. Any team that doesn't use the easy buttons, y'all are silly.
McStupid.
Y'all are silly gooses.
Very.
And that's the thing about, that's part of the reason I get frustrated with Michael from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Is because you don't consistently do the easy things that are right there in front of you.
And that's why
They go away from the game plan.
You're like, wait, like week in and week out, just go and do the easy things right there in front of you, and then build off that. But it's like you take a giant step forward, and then you'll take two ginormous steps back, and now we're back here again. We're looking up and saying, "Come on, dude! Like, it would drive me crazy if you get into this game." And then Rico goes back down to having 8 to 10 carries.
Please.
You look at the games they've won, it's because they've had a balanced offense and they've stuck to the run despite, some early struggles early on.
I love that they freaked out when they were down by like 7. And we're like, Cooper Rush has to throw 55. I'm like, 7 points, man. Run the ball. Baltimore was down 10, and they were like, let's just keep giving it to Derek. We'll be fine. Yeah. It'll be great. And it might be a little different running back. Yeah. But you don't have to quit the game because you're down by 7.
Which they do.
Rico averaging 4.2 yards per carry and having a high success rate right now. Just saying.
Mr. Jeff.
Tote that thing.
Yes.
Sorry, I put tank that thing because I thought you might do
I would like to tote forward.
Oh.
I'd like to tote forward. I would like to tank that thing, obviously. Okay. But I would also like to tote forward Zach Martin not playing football.
I thought about it.
For the rest of the season.
I thought about
No.
it.
Because there is...
I thought about it.
Yeah. Because there's two... this is a little bit of a continuation of what you were talking about, Joe, because what I would love to see the Cowboys find, because it is still a lost season. Like, we can be happy that they won a game and want them to win more games and all that. And because, a lot of Cowboy fans, it's like, yeah, I'm watching a football game. I want my team to win. And that's cool. I get it. I'm not technically with you, but we're cool. We're allies.
Yeah.
So what I desperately want to see happen is spots that this team has giant needs at next season. Is there anybody here that can fill them?
Mm-hmm.
Because right now, especially with Jerry Jones talking about Micah Parsons was like, I ain't here for your tank crap. Like, I'm here to whip ass. And Jerry's like, that's right. Where you pick, there's a lot of ambiguity in that draft. I'm like, that's a dumb quote from you because it's all you use to get better. If if you're acknowledging the risk and ambiguity of a rookie players, then maybe you shouldn't 100% rely on them going into a new year when they were bad the year before and pretend that every draft pick's going to fix the position. So what I'm saying is I want to see TJ Bass, I thought played really well.
Really well.
Hoffman, I thought played okay, fine. Bass, I thought played well. I would like to see those guys get more and more opportunities to figure out, can one of you fill Zach Martin's job next year on the cheap? Because I got a lot of stuff I need. And I want to see a lot of Mozzie because can I count on you next year to be the guy that they were counting on to be this year, which was dumb? because now you're starting to give us a little bit of hope. And that is my goal the rest of the way, is to see, is there people on this roster already that can fill spots that I think are about to be huge needs? And Bass, Hoffman, Mozzie, get out there, play a bunch of football. Wanye,
Yeah.
I need to see lots of you guys and hopefully good football.
Sucks that Awesome Richards is dealing with that high ankle sprain, because I think there is value, obviously, with it being 17 games in the swing tackle position. And so, but I do think he maybe has shown some things maybe where they decide to keep him or not. We'll see.
He might need to play some more football too, because
He does.
might be better than Tyler Guyton, and we might just need to put the best
You
player.
said it, not us.
Might just need to put the best
The
players.
hands are definitely stronger.
Okay, so yeah, there we go. It's been toted. Happy totes. By the way, could you please, if you're here, I'm begging you, hit the like
Hit the
button.
like button.
Make sure you're subscribed, or else.
Or else.
It's
What was that?
Or else. It's not a threat. It's just a couple words.
just giving American Psycho.
Just get all that handled. This is the best go off the rails and get back on track show. We do not get back on track. You liar. Coming up next, what are you thankful for with this Cowboys team? It's a holiday segment for you, okay? We got a holiday segment that's coming up next on the Cowboys DLLS Podcast. And we appreciate everybody that's here. We appreciate when you hit the like button. We appreciate when you're in the chat. We're thankful for that. If you're subscribed, that is awesome. Thank you for the support. And if you want to crank that up even more and you're a diehard of your DFW teams, sign up to be a diehard at alldlls.com, and that'll give you access to everything that you need to be a sports fan. It's everything. It's everything. It's a one-stop shop for all of your DFW sporting needs. Shows for every team. Beat writers for every team, behind-the-scenes content, analysis, all of these things that you get access to. If you sign up to be a diehard, you get access to that premium written content. You get access to our Discord lounge where we're hanging out and talking about snacks and feet and elbows, music, TV.
Feet's definitely a topic.
Kink,
Damn,
fetishes,
No.
things
Appreciations. We don't use the
Family
word
show.
fetishes. We-
Appreciations.
Appreciations.
Yeah, so when you sign up to be a diehard, you get access to the Discord lounge with us. You get your little diehard carrying cards. You get a free T-shirt. You can pick the one you want. This is the one I just happen to be wearing today, but you can get your free T-shirt plus discounts on merch. But that's not a DLLS shirt at all. But anyway, yes, you get discounts on that. You get discounts on the events that we're going to throw and all of those good things, and it's great. Okay, so sign up to be a diehard, or else,
You showed your shirt?
which is not a threat.
Have mercy.
Can I start with what I'm thankful for?
Yes.
Sure, go ahead.
I'm just thankful for you guys.
Oh, Muffin.
You got the mic.
Thankful for you. Okay, I'll be honest. I'm thankful for Jesse.
No, you're not. This week has not shown
That's
that.
bullcorn.
That's bull. This week is not.
Thankful for nicotine patches.
Yeah.
No, Jeff.
The squirrel that they turned
I've
me into.
never wanted someone to be on nicotine as much as.
Let me go buy a dip after the show.
No, I don't. I really
No.
don't. I don't.
Dip.
I don't. I do
You're
not.
doing
I
so
do
good,
not.
Brody.
I do not.
I'm
You know,
thankful-
I've always been on the side of get rid of that dip. So I'll work through this. We'll work through this together.
Okay.
We'll work through this together.
Get your hands off me!
Together.
Whoa, I'm
We'll
strong
work through
as
this
hell.
together. We'll work through this
Bruce.
together. We'll work through this
I-
together, my brother.
That hurt a lot.
Y'all are such
That was loud.
We'll work through
I
this
take
together.
back what I said about the mic thing.
Did you just
You got some grip strength.
Yeah,
You might
we'll
can
work through
take
this.
him.
We'll work through this
Clarence
together,
said
brother.
y'all loud.
No, that scream that he put
Clarence
that
said
scream,
that was
I
loud.
was being assaulted on camera.
That's
There's
scream.
evidence.
Oh.
It hurt.
bass in your voice.
I'm thankful for when I panic, there is no bass. I'm thankful for Jerry and Micah, honestly, because these shows, talking about the Cowboys every day, you know, at times it's not like there's really a lot going on and you have to get creative.
Yes.
But boy, more so than in any other market in the world, you just let Jerry talk, you let Micah do the pod, and bam, segments. So I would just like to say that I am thankful for Jerry Jones and Micah Parsons. While some of the stuff, especially Jerry's, may not be conducive to winning, boy, it's conducive to this show.
Yeah.
And so thank you to Jerry and Micah. That's my thankfuls.
Jesus.
Jesse?
I am thankful. I don't know if it's team related, but it's team related. The fans. I'm thankful because the level of delusion that
Oh,
the
no.
fans
Oh, he's taking shots.
carry keeps us alive.
Why is
Evil Jesse.
It does.
It's a fan show.
Because no
Listen.
matter what,
It's a fan show.
y'all never go away.
We don't want
Jerry, no, we don't want them to. The
I
team could be bad.
Dare you to go away.
Jerry could be just all over the place, and you still show up. You still have hope. You still drink the Kool-Aid. And guess what? Y'all could be all upset y'all want this season, but we're going to get to an off season here in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, we're going to have so much fun.
And you're going to be back on board because Jerry's going to do what he normally does to you guys.
Yeah.
He's going to just sell you some hopium.
Yeah.
He's going to make a move or two, and you're going to be right back on this train, right back believing again.
Toot,
A
toot.
draft will come around, and Joe and Aisha and Jeff, they'll tell you about all these potential draft picks and how they'll fit, and the team will be there, and they'll get a new head coach, and
Yeah.
you will believe
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
And I'm so thankful that a lot of you love a toxic relationship
Yeah, we all do, really.
because you keep on coming back for more.
I mean, I'm 40 years old and single. I'm toxic is all I got.
And what
No.
that does for me, it keeps the lights on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Love that. Speaking of trains, just real quick, how many chuggas do you guys say before choo choo?
Chugga, chugga.
Chugga.
That's
No,
it?
that's
Just
not-
two?
No, chugga,
Three.
chugga, chugga,
Three.
chugga. Four.
Do it.
Chugga, chugga.
I say
chugga,
4.
Chugga, 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 chugga.
No,
chugga.
we're counting every chugga.
Yeah.
I do 4.
Every chugga.
Oh,
So you
Oh,
guys are
that's-
both chugga, 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 choo choo.
chugga.
Okay.
Chugga,
4
chugga,
over there.
chugga,
I'm
chugga,
like
chugga,
9.
chugga, chugga,
You're
chugga.
an odd number?
Choo-choo. Mine's like 16.
Chugga.
Just go.
Okay.
I'll count them.
Chugga, 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 choo choo.
You were 9. You did 9, yeah.
Yeah.
You did 9 chuggas. That's wild.
Yeah, I
That
have a
is
lot.
wild.
Mine are a lot of chuggers.
You got to get it going.
Because
like,
a
it's a
train takes time
locomotive,
to-
right? Like,
But
you
Yeah.
gotta,
the odd number's weird.
60, bro. I don't need it.
I'm 8.
that's
You
speed
saw my
plane.
40?
You're
Yeah,
6. I'm
You saw
8.
my 40?
Chugga, 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 choo choo. Chugga, 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 chugga. Damn it. Every time I count, it is 8, but now I'm confusing myself. Chugga,
That
chugga,
9 sounds.
chugga,
That
chugga,
9.
chugga,
That 9
choo,
flows
choo.
better.
No, it's 8. It's 8. It's
Okay.
8. It's 8.
It does. I feel like
Clarence?
you got to do it multiple times. What are you thankful
How many
for,
chuggers?
Clarence?
Don't do no damn chugga, choo choo. What's wrong with y'all?
You can do a
Who
toot
does
toot.
a chugga chugga choo choo?
You can do
Not
toot toot
fun.
like Major Payne if you want.
Don't
Toot,
do no chugga chugga choo choo.
Charlie everywhere. Blood.
None of my friends do chugga chugga choo choo.
What are you thankful for?
Shout out to Choo Choo, Charlie Choo Choo Justice.
Listen,
I shout out to Major
pick-
Payne.
I'm glad you respect the fans. Talk about the fans. Talk about the fans. Don't quit on their team. Be a fan.
And be delusional.
That's what a fan is.
All
Be a
right.
fan. Fans are supposed to be fans. They're supposed to stand by their team. So
I think you
I'm
do.
glad you're thankful for fans being fans. I'm thankful as I wear this burnt orange.
Boy, you were really touching yourself too.
As I
I know. I was alarmed.
That's a lot. Yeah. Oh, tweaking. You did a little tweaking. Y'all got a pop nipple tweak.
Sorry, y'all.
wear this burnt orange. You understand? I've been covering this team since 1997. We've never had a good Longhorn.
Wait.
We've never had a good Longhorn.
I mean, Roy was decent. Okay.
I mean, I'm just
He's
talking about-
okay.
Davis was good.
Roy was okay.
Okay, Leonard, my bad.
Okay, I'm
My
like,
bad,
big
my bad.
leg, big
I
leg,
forgot
big leg.
my bad.
Big
I'm
leg.
sorry, big leg. I'm just saying, but Roy got a lot of
Henry
hate.
Melton.
Roy got a lot of hate, a lot of criticism. Henry was good early, but wasn't long. But that damn 1-3, I got to push that. I can feel good about a Longhorn draft pick too. I mean, then it was a draft pick. Henry Melton won the draft pick. I go back to when my boy Wayne McCarthy was here. Okay, I go way back.
We might
And
use
this-
our first round pick on your offensive tackle. by the
Listen,
way.
they got 2 good ones that go in the first round. So they got 2 going in the first round. But yes, 1-3. I've been pushing 1-3. I am thankful for 1-3 for giving us a long one we can root for, cheer for. That's worth the price of admission. 1-3.
Just break down, young fella.
Yeah, just occasionally.
Just occasionally break
Occasionally,
down. Just,
but keep going
just
hard,
go on.
fast,
Listen,
and young.
your coach
Or don't.
Sark said all gas, no brakes, but just right before you get to the tackle, open up your eyes and break
E-brake.
down. Like,
Keep-
hit the E-brake
E-brake.
and break down.
Keep wrecking shop, big boy. Keep wrecking shop, Dave Mo.
I'm thankful that they finally gave us a good Oregon Duck and TJ Bass. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, like that.
Hey, there we go. There you go. No, I'm going to push an agenda.
Oh.
I'm very thankful that as reporters, we have locker room access because you know what locker room access allows us to do? It allows us to tell good stories. Josh Butler, yesterday, we were able to talk with him for a long time, and he was able to talk about this story of perseverance and how he was able to push through a bunch of stuff to ultimately have one of the best days of his life. You know, I mean, and then he had his birthday yesterday, and he was now a captain. And long story short, as reporters, we think it's a privilege to be in there, to be able to talk to these guys, to get to know them, to build relationships. You know, Pop has a lot of great relationships.
Clarence doesn't think it's a privilege. He thinks it's a God-given right, and he demands it.
It's a damn God-given right.
But long story short, we're able to go in there and tell good stories and build relationships, and I think that benefits you guys. We're able to get good information out there and find answers to questions that y'all have. So I'm here to be thankful for locker room access, and of course, I'm thankful for all you guys too. This has been an awesome show.
Clarence, life, liberty, and the pursuit of quotes.
Well, I mean, it is funny to me.
That'll be fun.
All the
funny.
controversy about getting the media out of the locker room and you do interviews in the locker room, it's all gone away. We do interviews in the locker room. We get to talk like the Josh Butler stuff. It is great stuff because that's where you get the best stuff. Last week with Micah talking for the first time. Hey, Micah, you want to go out to the backdrop? No, I want to do it right here in my locker, right in front of all of my stuff because it's convenient for everybody.
Mm-hmm. You're just trying to take a peek at some stuff, aren't you?
No.
Who don't look at stuff on people's desk inside their locker?
Boy, I'm glad you cleaned that up. I'm glad you cleaned that up.
Yeah, I love to look.
I love to look.
Did you see
People's. I'm glad you cleaned that up.
When I'm in Jerry Jones's office or Rich Dalrym's
Man,
office,
you trying to see that?
I'm
No, you don't want to see what Rich has.
You don't want to see what
Well,
Rich
I mean, you
has.
do probably, but
I mean, you look upside down. You're like, I'm a reporter. I'm
Yeah.
gonna look up like I'm trying to read upside down, see what's going
Well,
on.
I know what you saw in Rich's office.
Yeah, see.
And the fact that you didn't blow the whistle is offensive.
I'm just saying.
Aisha? Some journalist you are.
Yeah.
Should have told on him. Never mind.
Some of y'all won't get that until later.
I just want to say really quickly, when I was in the locker room, I was grateful for the opportunity to shore up my analysis, to ask questions, to give people better information. I feel like I wanted to be honest in my analysis, and locker room allowed me to confirm some of that stuff. So I'll say that too. But as far as what I'm thankful for, I think I'm just thankful for my support system. I think that my support system has really showed up for me. My friends, I have incredible women that are professionals in their own right. My family, people close to me that have helped me get to this point and continue to inspire me to do this job at a high level. So that's what I'm thankful for more than anything else is the people around me that I love.
Are we friends?
Missed that whole question.
I'm looking forward to being able to do this job at a high level, and I think it's coming any year now for me.
I'm trying.
One of these years, I'm.
And what about the Cowboys? Are you thankful for?
What am I thankful for with them? Honestly, I will say, and I think I said this a few weeks ago, I'm kind of thankful that they're showing us who they are for real. I'm kind of thankful for some of the commentary, some of the honesty that we've seen from Jerry, from all these guys. Like, they're slipping up and saying things in honesty, but I'm glad that now people, if you hear it, if you hear it, there's no afterthought. You know, you're not trying to sort through, like, did he mean this? Did he mean this? No, he's saying what he means, and we can take that literally and maybe not make the same mistake as what Jesse said about fans just returning and all this stuff. Like, now I think this season we got so much information about how this stuff is really run, confirmation about how it's really run, and I think it allows people to make their own decisions on whether they want to support the team or not, and I'm thankful for that.
I'm also thankful for LASIK surgery. Is that what Turpin did, or was it contact?
I hate you
I'm
so
thankful
much
for
sometimes.
contact.
I'm grateful.
He got his eyes and teeth.
They let Chauncey
Let's go.
Ghostin play edge. I'm thankful for that.
Jeez, that was the first day of camp. I'm like, why do they have him in the middle? He
I'm thankful they let Chauncey Ghostin play
How about Screw 41?
edge.
Let's see what he's thankful for.
Screw 41. What is Tyson booty privilege?
Y'all, please.
Talking about locker room access.
What is Oh, we did see Tyson's butt. They were interviewing him and he walked away. Mike Tyson's ass was just hanging out
No, y'all. We about to go. We about
Brett,
to go.
there.
Brett the Rebel loves this show. So
thankful for the fans, the watchers of the show.
Thank
How about
you.
that?
I'm
Tote,
thankful for anyone who's hit the like button. If
We
you
have any
haven't,
super chats that we didn't get to?
let me double check.
That's fine.
Let's take a peek. Take a peek. Oh, the D is going to be strong.
Hey,
No blue chew
It's time to
needed.
go.
Although you can, hold on, let me make sure I got you your promo code here. You can go to Blue Chew.
No.
And if you go to Blue Chew and use the code ALLCITY at checkout, you can try it for free. Just pay $5 shipping. I'm going to do that as soon as we go off the air because I'll be honest, your boy is I'm running out of tea. So I'm looking for a boost, confidence boost in the bedroom.
Stop saying that out
You're
loud.
single.
Yeah, Blue Chew. And?
Yeah, what is that?
I've got to be ready.
Stop saying that out
I got to
loud.
stay ready to keep from getting ready. Y'all remember, you have no idea what anyone's going through, so be cool to everyone. We love you. Be easy.
Eliminate contingencies.
Or else not a threat.
We all silly like the mayor.